Hey you guys!
Hi.
Welcome back to my channel. It is the holiday season. I figured what a time to come back to YouTube. I figured this would be my first video back on the main channel, so
hello.
Hi.
Hello.
We have a guest, a real live guest. We decided today, as I wear my Harry Potter pajamas, go watch Vlogmas. The intro's dope. We were gonna answer some questions. We're gonna do the Merry Christmas YouTube tag. I found this last night while we were stuffing our faces eating pizza. So the first question, are you ready?
Yep.
Use one noise to describe how excited you are for Christmas.
Sound of Christmas bells.
I was gonna do the same thing. If I was to find it online, I think it would be this. Truth, it would be the beginning of the Ennis Sisters Harbor Lights, and it goes Tor-a-lora, lorelei, and it's all bells. That is like my favorite.
Yeah, it's like sleigh bells.
Yeah. And the sound of the transport trucks at the Christmas parade.
That's true.
That's another one. That's a really big one. What is the best present you've ever received?
Ooh. Oh goodness. The most surprising one is and the best was Mom gave me a puppet years ago, which I will eventually use in videos. JP. And it was because at the time I was kind of I want to do puppetry and stuff, and Mom ordered it online and it came in and I was literally in tears seeing it because I was that happy.
Have I seen this puppet?
Probably. It's in the house. It's my bedroom up on the bookshelf.
Oh, I've definitely seen it. Do you remember when you said puppet, my brain went, and you remember that little bunny rabbit we used in the Facebook live stream? I don't know where the hell that came from.
That's actually a duster.
Yeah, well apparently it was the greatest thing that ever happened to Amanda. And one of my all-time favorite gifts is actually something you gave me. It's up here.
Oh, yeah.
It's so simple, yet I use it every year. And it's the this Christmas snow globe. I've kept it forever. It goes out I don't even know when you gave this to me.
I think it'll probably be your first Christmas here.
Probably. So it's like 5 or 6 years old.
Yeah.
And it's just there. And I love it.
And I think I've been in every intro since.
Yeah, I think I put it, I mean, that just goes to show how much I actually liked it. Next one, what is the worst present you've ever received?
None. None, really. I like all gifts. I like, even for, like, well, not the most disappointing one, not the worst. Was probably my sister, God love her, gave me the sequel to A Christmas Story. And I watched it prior to that because it was on Netflix.
And it probably wasn't that good.
It wasn't that good. The original is still my favorite, and that's why the original is my favorite. And the joke gift every year is I get something from A Christmas Story. Every year, Mom will give me or someone will give me, and it's still wrapped in its package. I haven't opened it.
Oh, Netflix!
Yeah,
it's Netflix's fault.
Yeah, but yeah, it's not the worst, but it's not the best.
I mean, for me, the worst gifts I get every year are people who just buy something random because they feel like they have to give you a gift because you gave them a gift. And that's, to me, those are the worst kinds of gifts. So it's nothing specific per se, but they are the worst gifts because it's never something the person uses or whatever.
Yeah.
I would just assume not get a gift and just get the moment to spend the time with the person, that's how I feel. I'm not a big gift. I don't need stuff. I've never been a stuff person.
That's kind of me too. I rather receive. I rather give than receive.
You and I are more content going out for a bite to eat than we are doing gifts or whatever.
I'll buy coffee this time, you buy coffee next time. But
sing a line from your favorite Christmas song.
Oh shit. You want to go first, that one?
It's from the Ennis Sisters, and it's called Christmas Fancy, and it's a beautiful line. It's just, in Fancy, my mind wanders back to my youth at just about this time each year. And it literally just, it puts you in your feels and it brings you back to your childhood, and the whole song is literally about growing up in Newfoundland and just feeling it, and it's a beautiful song. 10 out of 10, go look it up.
One of theirs is definitely Ennis Road is probably one of my favorites from them.
On Ennis Road.
Exactly.
I know. That's a Newfoundland Christmas staple song.
Really though, it's like it makes me want to go to the cabin every Christmas.
Like if VOCM doesn't play that,
I know
people get angry.
Other than that, I like one I'll sing a lot. It's probably as a memory too is probably Elvis's Blue Christmas because.
You like jam to that song. I do. When it comes on.
But it's also a family memory of when I used to look, because I'm from Nova Scotia. Most probably know, probably don't know. But when I was growing up, we used to go to Christmas trees. right? And we went because they had tree farms, and we used, because it would have been on one of the tapes Mom would have had. Drove out, and I remember it playing. That's one of my memories of getting a Christmas tree and the music playing. We got hot chocolate. It was like a big fun thing. So I guess that, for memory wise, that's one of my favorites.
That's fair.
And the fact that I have 2 albums from Elvis. I got the first, like the regular album, and I got one where someone sings with them. So.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Rename a reindeer.
You go first again.
Is it sad that when I want to rename a reindeer, I think of Jed from the Santa Claus movies with Tim Allen? And I just think that's adorable, and there should be a Jed. Or, I think we need a girl reindeer, maybe like an Angus.
There is girl reindeers, technically. All of them are. Because reindeer, males, I think, I don't know this quote, look it up. I'm pretty sure male reindeer lose their antlers. Female reindeer, because they're one of the few deer animals that have their antlers, and I think females keep theirs. But I think it's Vixen and Cupid, and I think Donner are the 3. I don't know.
Okay.
Look it up.
Random fact of the day.
Anywho, on that, well, you get 2. It's a book technically, but Buddy the Blue-Nosed Reindeer. I don't even remember that. It's a Nova Scotia book. It's called
Really?
Buddy
Like
the
Blue Nose isn't like the boat?
Yeah. Well, Nova Scotia are known to be the Blue Nosers.
Yeah.
And it's Buddy the Blue-Nosed Reindeer. So Buddy would be a nice name. Anyway, for a reindeer.
Buddy's like, yeah, that's a good nickname for people too.
Yeah.
Or Newfoundland.
Oh, yeah.
Go over Buddy's house. What's your favorite thing about Christmas?
Watching my family open up our gifts and seeing their faces.
Really?
Yeah. It's the same reason mom gets the same joy watching us open the stuff she got us and things over the years. And now that I have a nephew niece, I get to watch the joy of, because they still believe in Santa and all the rest of it, and I could see the magic until it's gone, unfortunately.
I mean, for me, I grew up with such a big family, so it was always Christmas function after Christmas function. So like, I'm being surrounded by family would be like the default answer, but I agree on the kid thing. Like my friend Alicia's kid and Cash, Nicole's kiddo. Like, it's nice watching them around Christmas time just be so like happy and stuff. And well, with COVID, it's a lot harder, obviously. And last year it was just the 4 of us with our family, like my family, and I mean, I don't even really see you.
No.
Well, that was when like we were still kind of in semi-lockdown, so like the only Christmas photo I have from last year of you and me is us wearing masks in this house.
Yeah.
Like
just doing the quick little gift exchange,
Yeah, and then we went into a second lockdown, remember, in February, so.
Not even exchange, I just dropped off one on.
Yeah, it was very, very brief.
I didn't want you to open it until the day of.
Yeah, a tradition.
As a family, we also get around, but like my sister and my brother-in-law and the kiddos will come over on Christmas Eve. What we do for tradition is they come over Christmas Eve usually for lunch or something like that quick. And then they'll go over to my brother-in-law's mom's.
Yeah.
And then I and my dad, sometimes my brother at home, will go take the Santa gifts and bring it down to the house.
When do you start getting excited for Christmas? My answer is pretty obvious.
Yeah. Pretty much after Halloween.
See, my birthday's October 30th, and so then I usually shoot to have all my Christmas shopping done first, second week of November. So then by Remembrance Day, I'm ready to decorate the tree, plan the Vlogmas intro, and get the Vlogmas prep started. So for me, it's like the start of Vlogmas season. So as soon as my birthday hits, I'm in like full festive Christmas mode. I'm like, Halloween doesn't exist in my head, and that's okay.
Pretty much, like, if it was up for me and Mom, we literally started listening to Christmas music maybe mid-September, maybe mid-October.
I had Christmas music playing in June this year. I just don't skip it.
But like, it has to, as tradition, it has to be, and I agree with Mom, we have the Home Alone album for the first movie, and then it has to be the first CD we play. The whole time, because it's an album that really gets you into the mood of it. So every year that's the first one gotta be played, and right now all the Christmas CDs are in the CD player, so that just tells you.
It's Christmas by the Ancestors, that record. It's the second Christmas record, is deadly.
But for me, mostly, because I play Santa at work and stuff, once I get to see the kiddos, even last year doing virtual Santa, which was great, it gets me in right in the mood, seeing all those kids happy, and right, because we usually, this year we're doing it later, but in doing it in November, it really gets me going.
You were like festive AF.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you use advent calendars? Yes.
Yeah.
30 years old, and I have a Harry Potter Lego advent calendar this year, and I have a regular standard chocolate.
I got a Hershey cookie dough one this year, which is the last one. I can't wait because it's actually a full bar.
How old are we? Are we sure we're grown-ass adults?
I'm 30, and right after Christmas, I'll be 31, like a month after.
Recite one line from your favorite Christmas holiday movie.
I can't say that here because I can't say bad language.
Honestly, do I give a fuck? No.
If anyone knows Die Hard, that there's a line there, but I'll say it after. Oh God, you go because I gotta think about.
I don't watch a lot of Christmas movies. I mean,
I guess the tradition, like from like Once a Life, whatever, yeah. Every time a bell rings, an angel gets wings. I always remember that line.
For me, like the shit I remember about Christmas is Home Alone and just Kevin going, ah! Or like in The Grinch when him and Cindy Lou Who become friends. Like that kind of stuff I remember. But I'm not a big like crazy Christmas movie watcher, so I wouldn't be able to quote anything. I'm gonna watch Harry Potter marathon because it feels festive even though it's not. Because
I said one of my favorite movies was a Christmas Carol or a Christmas Story. You shoot your eye out, kid.
Share a funny Christmas memory.
Ooh, I gotta think of that now.
Okay, Mom is a big avid baker, so she makes cherry cake. Cherry cake is like you know, a cold Christmas thing, but Mom made a lot of them. And one year she was cutting up all the cherries, and of course it dyes your hands red. And she convinced Michael that she chopped off her finger, and he freaked out. And then when he realized it was a prank, he pranked her Christmas morning by hiding a ring box under the tree and then not putting a ring in it.
Ooh.
We're kind of violent on Christmas.
Yeah. Oh, I know. The year I gave Mom her stocking for one, because Dad wasn't able to come home for Christmas one year. Dad gave me some stuff to give, or money towards some stuff, but that was the year I was able to do her stocking, and Mom was actually surprised because usually she knows what Dad got her or whatever, but I'm just got her a bunch of stuff she likes, and I know what she likes. So that was one of my favorites because again, I watch someone open gifts and being surprised, and every year I surprise Mom anyway. Gifts. Like the best gift I gave her a couple of years ago, was it last year's? I gave her the stirry thing for soup and stuff. One of those things. I got
like a self stirrer.
I think so. I think that's what it was.
Do they work?
Kind of.
Remind me to ask your mother if
yeah,
that works.
because I got it at Stokes. Like, it was like Mom was the like I always have the tradition of who's the first person I buy for every year. That was the year Mom was the first one. Because it's like, no, it's 2019 because that was when we were able to be out with friends.
Remember when we used to socialize? Walk us through a typical Christmas day. I get up in the morning and the last few years I've been by myself, but if I have a student, I'll do Christmas morning here with my international students. Like the last Christmas I had a student was Charlotte, and we got up and we did our presents. Then we booked it to Mom's for like 9:30, 10 o'clock, and we did breakfast there and opened all the presents. Then I came home, shot what I got for Christmas, speed edited it, put away all my gifts, and then booked it back to Mom's for 5:30 for supper. I spent a lot of time in the car on Christmas Day, and then I come home and die. And then then I edit Vlogmas and be like, I lived, and then you don't hear from me until January 2nd, do you?
No,
you're like, oh, I don't
that's
expect to hear from Amanda from December 25th to January 2nd.
All right, so I get up because I do live with my parents. I get up and then we get a bowl of cereal. And then we go open gifts.
Very specific?
Yeah, no, every year this has always been. We always, so that we hit something. Then we open our gifts and whatnot and, you know, look at it all, ooh, ah, yees. And then by that point, Mom already got the turkey ready to go because the turkey's not ready for this air because Mom puts it on early in the morning. Because usually we have our turkey dinner by 1-ish at the latest because we try to have it at lunch, then we have leftovers like dinner time. I know everyone has a different. And then either we go see the kiddos and my sister and them afterwards to see them and their gifts and all the rest of it. Because they don't come to our place that day. But we usually try to get down to see them and stuff like that. So yeah, it's usually a typical Christmas day for us. But me and my brother for years had a tradition, not for the last few years we haven't because he lives away, but we used to go to the movie every year. Whatever was playing around then, we would have gone by like just after dinner or lunch we would have gone because we were at our turkey dinner or whatever, and most of the theaters were open by 12 anyway, so we would have gone out and watched a movie.
That I've never done.
And because we get so many movie gift cards, it's pretty much paid for.
True. Do you have any Christmas traditions? Does Vlogmas count as a tradition if I've done it for like 4 or 5 years? Vlogmas has become a tradition, and on Christmas Eve, me and Michael get to open one present at Mom and Dad's, because Mom does supper Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day, and we're together all the time, so.
We usually open one gift, and it used to be when we were kids, like Janus. Like when we used to go to church and stuff after, because the Christmas Eve Mass or whatever we call it. And afterwards, Mom and Dad let us open one gift, and it was usually Janus, because, and usually it was from Nana and Granddad, usually then. And then, or a house coat or something like that.
Right? Every year I still get a pair of pajamas for Christmas. It's my favorite thing. Real or fake Christmas tree? I'm fake. Growing up, my brother was like, he's severely allergic, so we've always had a fake tree, and he has asthma, and it would be an asthma flare-up, so it was never worth it. But now, independently living on my own, fake, because I pre-filmed so early for Vlogmas.
And do you really want to water it every day?
No. I would remember. I can barely remember to eat 3. I don't eat 3 meals a day anymore.
They're thirsty. I'm both. I can go either way. I can do real or fake.
What do you guys do now?
We did fake last year, and because we got our first Christmas at the house we're in now, we did real. We did real tree, and then the second year, me and Mom bought one at Walmart, and then we had 2 trees. We had one fake downstairs and a real one upstairs, and then we did that again the year after that. And then last year we just had our fake trees up.
But I think last year too, I mean, I don't know about every other place, but in Newfoundland I found everybody was doing Christmas earlier because we were still in such a restrictions phase, so we were trying to bring joy.
And last year there wasn't many things coming in too, because there was a lot of stores and stuff. And
last year was weird.
It's like Halloween.
I loved last year. Last year was my favorite year for no obligations to see anybody. It was fabulous. Last question. Pictures with Santa, yay or nay? When I had international students, the answer was yes, and technically you're in it. It says share one if you have one. I'm going to share the one that we did 2 Christmases ago. You were holding, 3 Christmases ago, you were holding Lola as Santa, and Charlotte and I were in it. That picture that went to lots of people in Germany, that went to all of my family, everyone I worked with. I still have the printouts of a couple of cards. I kept some of them for memories, so I actually have it saved in my computer, so I'll just insert it here because it actually has you in it. But generally as a family, no, we don't do Christmas cards together like with Santa pictures anymore.
Well, if it's Christmas card, like that type of card, no, we never really done that. Photos of Santa, we used to do that as kids and stuff. Being Santa, I enjoy being on the other end now, because I get to see the kiddos, being excited,
There's a lot of you out there.
There's a lot of pictures of me out there, there is now.
Well, I mean, I took advantage of it with all my international kids.
Yeah.
Well, William, come over, let's shoot a Christmas
I got the suit, I might as well use it.
Just have a Santa for me, will you?
Well, this is a legit Santa hat. This is not just the fake, this is the real hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, it's mostly being on the other end now. Just being the memory for those kids, and get to see it on that side of seeing them happy. Again, sometimes they're scared, sometimes they're so afraid they're in tears, or they're happy in tears, or they don't need to go near me, and I'm fine because kids are kids, and I let them. If they want to come near me, they come near me. You don't want to be near me, I don't fuss. It's like I don't want.
But half the time it's the friggin' parents that are the problem.
Sometimes, yeah, it's a lot of times because they really want the photo. Yeah. Honestly, the worst ones, and I love animals. It's animal doing Santa with dogs and cats and stuff. That was hard. That was the hardest one I had to do. Because
and you wished every one of them was like Lola.
Yeah.
Lola would look straight into a camera lens on a timer.
Animals are great.
Yeah.
I had no animal pee on me or poop on me, but just thank goodness. I wasn't near me because I saw one afterwards. It was right near my boot.
I mean, animals get nervous, right? But yeah. I think that's why it was so easy with Lola. Lola was like, oh, that's Uncle William.
But they're not as afraid of me as like kids would be. Because it's just a person to them.
Yeah.
Right? It's just anything. You just make sure.
It's just some crazy fool.
Just don't eat the beard.
Yeah.
But it's like it's the owners. It's not the animals. It's the owners, like parents.
Anyway, those are the questions. I need to pick some people to tag now because that's the whole point of YouTube tags. Does anyone miss those? I feel like people don't do them anymore, which is probably why I'm doing them. So I'm going to tag Kayla because I know she's been uploading lately, and I think Shauna is going to want to do it. And Liz, I know you're doing Vlogmas this year, so if you need to like filler some Vlogmas content, here are the questions. And anyone else who wants to do it, feel free and tag me in it because I love watching stuff like this on the internet. Thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
I'm going to link William's TikTok down below because that's where you've been posting the most, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And I definitely post them now. Christmas time coming.
Yeah, I'm going to try to do, it's hard. I say I'm going to try to do TikToks,
I know.
but doing Vlogmas, I don't do much else.
The cabin trip, I think. Back in the summer.
So I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you guys for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Hit subscribe, turn on notifications, come back next week for a new video here on this channel, and check out the vlog channel because, you know, a bitch is doing Vlogmas, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye!
Bye!
Doesn't matter if the snow is falling.